Hi, gang. I'm here with Sue from Sock It To 'em.
Yep.
And you're a Denver-based organization, nonprofit
Yep,
that
absolutely.
gets socks around the country
Yeah,
somehow?
we do.
How do you do that?
We set out to sock it to them, and we literally are. So we started here in Denver metropolitan area, and in 13 years, we have done a little over 1.4 million pair of socks with an influence in all 50 states.
That's amazing.
And the socks that are here today, those are all going along the Front Range.
And those are from Bomba socks.
Yeah,
Is
these
that
are
correct?
all Bomba socks. So
Thank you, Bomba.
a big thank you to Bomba. So buy your Bomba socks, because it is true. When people buy a pair of Bomba socks, Bombas gives a pair of wool.
That's
And
amazing.
they're awesome socks.
I like the socks.
I like the socks too.
So what got you into socks? Why socks?
Well, I knew nothing about the homeless. I knew nothing about socks. The idea came to me while I was shopping for Thanksgiving dinner one day, and that was back in 2011. And I thought, oh, let's do socks for the homeless. So I asked my friend Phyllis, who she's a co-founder with me, and I said, let's gather socks between now and the end of December. And the first week of January, we'll take them down to some people who are homeless. So the first week in January of 2012, we delivered 575 pair, and we found out it was the number one clothing need. And we looked at each other and we said, we have to make this as big as we can. And now here we are.
I bet that first
doing all this.
I bet that first time you were like 500 pairs of socks. That's a lot of socks, right?
We were so excited.
Yeah.
She'd call me up. She goes, I've got 30 more pair. And I'd call her up and I'd go, I just got 75 more pair. And now we're doing like this is 50 some thousand.
They're doing this, folks.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for doing it. Why is it important to do socks?
Yeah. Well, socks were out faster than any other article of clothing. And the people who are experiencing homelessness, they walk 5 to 10 miles a day. And their shoes are ill-fitting shoes. So their foot goes into their shoe, but dirt and grime gets in between the shoe and the sock. And then with just the wear and tear of walking, and then if there's moisture, if there's rain, or they step in a puddle, and the material just deteriorates, and they don't have a means to like wash their socks. Yeah.
So, and that leads to, I think what you said they called it trench foot. Now what is it called?
It was a big deal back in World War I. People were losing, soldiers would be losing toes or their feet due to what was called trench foot. And so it's now called immersion foot. And every day, all across the United States, there are individuals who are having their toes taken off their feet because they've gotten infected because of the fact of the ill-fitting shoes, not having proper socks, and they get these sores. The sores get infected, and then they lose a digit or whatever. And unlike you and I, if you go in the hospital and they discharge you, you go to your home.
Listen to this one, folks.
If you're a homeless person and you get discharged, you go straight on the street, and literally in the same day. And actually, Tammy, who works for us, she actually met a gentleman, and he was sitting on the curb. He had King Souped plastic bags on his feet. He had been released from the hospital. He had 3 toes taken off from both of his feet. And he said the first thing he did was go to King Soupers and steal plastic bags to cover his feet.
We can probably do better than this.
We can.
Yeah.
We can make a difference. And all it takes is people being willing to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you're out here doing it. You've been doing it for
13
years.
13 years.
Well, we hope another 13's coming.
Thank you.
So.
And it's always exciting.
What do you
really
need?
is.
What do you need to be able to do this?
To be able to do this, we really need money. One of the things is people think, oh, wow, they get all these socks for free. And we get socks from schools and businesses and Rotary clubs and anybody who wants to collect socks. And they give them to us, and then we make sure they get out to those in need, and we only take new socks.
Yep.
However, we also are a business. So we have cost. We have insurance that we have to take care of. That's a real big one, is the insurance. And then we also have to have storage. And there's different costs, like if we have box donations of boxes that might be in different stores or locations, that cost. And so there's a lot of different costs. And we put sock drawers into schools, and we have to have the sock drawers to put the socks in. So they have, they can be able to have socks.
But I mean, your costs aren't that much, though.
They're not that
really.
much. We really need 6,000 to 10,000 a month.
Okay.
And
so for under 120,000 a year, you can continue doing what you're doing.
We could continue what we're doing. Absolutely.
Okay. And that's because most of the socks. So how many socks a year do you think?
Well, I think last year we did 160,000 basically in the in Colorado in the Front Range.
So even with all your costs, we're down to 70 cents for a pair of socks to get out everywhere. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
we're very efficient.
Yep.
I mean, as you can see, we organize where people come, they come get the socks. We're giving right now. We have had delivered basically 55,000 pair of socks. All these different 12 to 16 different nonprofits have come to collect socks today, like yourself.
Yep, I'm the one. Yep. We're taking it up to Boulder County.
And they'll all be gone within a week or two.
Yep.
They will take these back and get rid of them, and they go that fast.
Yep.
So,
So it's a never-ending battle.
It's never-ending, and it's year-long.
Yep.
Year-long.
And I'm sure that the types of socks change that you need for the time of year.
And the thing is, people often ask us what they should buy. We go, whatever you can buy.
Yep.
They will take whatever we have, because the ones that are more expensive, that are better socks, some people can't donate those. The people who are experiencing homelessness, they will take whatever we give them. And one of the things people don't think about is that there's kids. Yep. So basically in the Denver metropolitan area, just Denver, there are over 6,000 homeless people on any given day. 19% of those are people that are families, and 11% are veterans.
Wow.
25% are people over the age of 55. So that one thing people don't think about is children or baby socks.
Yep.
We give to 2 organizations, and one of them, they need 200 pair of baby socks a month.
Wow. That's sad.
It is.
But you can fulfill that?
We try our best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing all of this.
Thank you.
And this is probably the only legal sock falling off the back of a van that has ever happened. Isn't
it great?
Yeah, it is great. Yeah. And what a day to be out here doing this too. So thank you. Thank you so much.
It's exciting. Thank you for filming.
Yeah. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank all of you.